We are rolling along with the Purple Alphabet Holiday Gift Guides, where I show you my favorite top picks for the holidays for your kids, and I include giveaways in these videos so you can have a chance to put something under your tree. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. In today's video, I have some really good things from Hand to Mind. They are sponsoring today's giveaway. Let me show you some of my favorites for this year. Cannot go wrong with Numberblocks. This is the wooden building block building set. It combines learning with the favorite show, Numberblocks. I already know this is a fan favorite because you guys have told me in the past that you love Numberblocks. Numberblocks is based off a television show that works on numbers and counting, early math skills. And this one is the wooden building blocks activity set, and it's so cute. Oh my goodness, I think you're gonna love it. First of all, it's so well done because they come in this little pouch. The little blocks are in here. We'll open those in just a second. And then you get all of these different mats to go with it. There are 20 early math activities, and they just kind of build up as you go along. So let me go through a few of these mats so you can get an idea of what kind of activities are in here. I think this is so fun. They really incorporate number blocks into each one. So it's something very familiar when your child knows those characters, and then they can actually make it come to life. So let me just show you the blocks because that's my favorite part. They are wooden, which is really nice, and they're going to look just like the number block characters that we know and love. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and you're going to be using them with your mats. The mats are leveled, so the first few ones are one-to-one correspondence, where you're basically finding the shapes and matching them to it, and placing them on top of the mat really helps with verification, so self-checking. When you get up to higher mats, you're working on counting and adding up to 10. This features the number 6 block. You have to start with a number block of your choice and add on to it. So let's say that we started with, let's do this one. We have 4 here, so now we need to add 2 more. So now we're learning our basic math skills. Here we have 5. We need to add on 1 more to make it 6. Get up to the higher level cards. You're composing numbers 11 to 20 by adding 10s and 1s. So here we have this, and we've got to add on to make a higher number. There are cards in here even for skip counting, adding within 15, skip counting 5, attributes of rectangles. A personal favorite is this one because you're actually doing 3-dimensional cubes and learning what it takes to make those cubes. I think that's really cool. And there's this one where you can do patterns. This one's going to go a long way. For ages 3 and up, I have the Learning Cursive Tracing Sensory Pad. And this one is so great because it combines learning how to write, especially cursive, with a sensorial component. If you're working on writing, even pre-writing, this would be great for it. So this is the Cursive Letter Sensory Pad, and I've shown you the regular one that's not for cursive, just for basic printing, and it's very similar to that one. What I like about this is it's very travel friendly. So here is the sensory pad. On the back you have the set of cards, and there's 16 of them. This is different from the printing letter tracing sensory pad because it is cursive. And so each one of these cards is going to have that little space for you to trace all of your cursive letters in the proper format. So you're gonna have the uppercase and the lowercase, and they go through the whole alphabet, which is nice. And then you've got some blank ones here, and then you've got the strokes for pre-cursive. In writing, we have strokes too, where we do dashed lines or we do zigzags. In cursive, it's more of the flow. And so they have these pre-writing cards in here to get used to the motion that you're going to be using for cursive. How this works is you insert one into the sensory pad. Well, you can put all of them actually because they start right here in the back, but there's a little space right here. Put the one that you're going to use, and you can kind of see it through the gel. This is like a sensory gel on here that is pliable, like you can move it around. And then up here at the very top, there is the stylus that you could use to do the tracing. So it's just like you would do with writing, except it's on the sensory gel. And you'd start up here where there's number 1 is. I can see it through there, and I would just trace along the letters and work on my pre-writing cursive skills. And then if you want to do it over, it's just a matter of pushing all that gel around to do it over again. Kids love this because of that gel. That's like one of the favorite parts of it. So I highly recommend that. And then you can work through the alphabet. You can take them out real easily on the back. You want to work on just your strokes, or you can do just fun drawing play, which of course is always a hit. Here's my strokes for that cursive writing. And you can also use your finger You don't have to use the stylus if you don't want to. If they've already done the printing letter tracing sensory pad, they're going to know exactly what to do with this one because it's the same, just with the cursive, which is another good way to get the sensorial input and that motion of writing. Another one with a Numberblocks, but this time more of a sensory spin. This is the Numberblocks 1 to 5 sensory block. Even more Numberblocks, we have the Numberblock 1 to 5 sensory bottles. And these are so fun. It's counting, calming, and soothing is the goal with these. If you like sensory bottles, this one is just absolutely adorable. And the way they've done it is so smart. You can shake them, swirl them. They are stackable if you want to work on stacking them and building with them. They're really easy to grip, great for the little hands, and they are sealed. They have a really nice exterior too. Each one does represent a Numberblocks character with its matching number and size. So for instance, here we have the 5, and you can actually put, a 3 next to it plus 2 more to make an equivalency, or you can use the numbers on the sides of the blocks to count each section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're written right on there. The other side has some little graphics on it. And then inside has something different. So red looks like it has some little glittery bits and pieces in there, maybe a red pom-pom. Orange has super glittery orange specks in there. Yellow has a little oil and water mixture in there so you can watch the red move through it. Green has some really fun squares inside that move around. And then blue has stars and silver blue glitter. Another fun detail is that there is actually on each number block these little bubbles like you would see on dice. So you can actually feel, there's 4 on here, each number, and that's on every single one. So not only does it have the numbers on the side, it also has that where you can count out those little bubbles. Super fun, super engaging, mesmerizing, if I do say, and colorful and fun. Then we have the Calming Moments projector. You guys, this one is so cute. If you haven't seen it before, you are going to fall in love with it. This is the Calming Moments projector, and I think everybody needs this in their house. You get to hold it here with a really cute handle. It comes with these different discs to choose from. So you can choose a calming moment. So you can choose a relaxing breath disc. You can choose a mindful yoga disc or a serene scenes disc. Each one of these you can put into the projector and you can project it onto the wall or onto the ceiling. And you can change out the discs whenever you want. They just stay right here on the projector. There's also 8 relaxing sounds including this. And then your projector is going to glow in different colors. Worried about falling asleep because you're so relaxed? You don't have to worry about that. There's actually a timer on it, and that timer can range anywhere from 15 to 60 minutes. They meant for this to get toted anywhere you want, so that's what's really great about this is that you can take it with you. And on the disc, different images you can choose from. So there's 8 different yoga poses that you can follow the movements and relax and focus. On the serene scenes, there's also 8 images, so you can view calming visuals paired with all of the soothing sounds. And then the other disc has breathing patterns. So you inhale as the light brightens and exhale as it dims. It's guided for you, so all you have to do is watch. I can definitely see this as part of a nighttime routine, kind of winding down the day and relaxing. And it'll probably be something your child looks forward to at the end of the day too. And now we're gonna talk about the giveaway stuff. So first things first, make sure you're subscribed to the Purple Alphabet YouTube channel. Like I said, I'm gonna be having giveaways throughout the month of November. I probably already posted some, so go back and watch those if you haven't already. And then leave me a comment. Tell me which one is your favorite. We're gonna have a few winners in this one, so I really wanna know which one is your favorite. Then you can head over to the giveaway link to officially enter to win. It's in the description box, and you must be 18 years of age or older and have a US postal address. I'll be announcing all the winners right after Thanksgiving, so you're gonna wanna watch that video to make sure you can claim your prize. You guys click subscribe to see more videos like this and give me a thumbs up to show your love.